What's going on, everybody? So today I'm going to be going over my 133X tournament Ascend Kayak. Just got this about a week ago and been pretty much working on it in my free time since. I'll just go ahead and start with the front here. We got the Minn Kota Powerdrive. It's a 55-pound thrust, and we just got it mounted right there. And I did go ahead and get the co-pilot mounted for it. So that's pretty sweet. I can control it and do everything with this remote right here. And then the thing I love about this is that there's just so much open space in here. It's a 13-foot kayak, but there's just so much space you can use in here. And so I took off the footrests and the rail in here because I just thought it would be a tripping hazard if I'm standing in here or fishing from there and walking around kind of. So I just got rid of those and just kind of cleaned it up. And then I went ahead and I added this 3-piece removable deck right here. And it's just made out of 1/8 inch plywood, and then it's got some speaker carpet on the outside, some exterior carpet, and it was really easy to do, really cheap as well. And so I got this form by taking masking tape and masking the perimeters of this first. And then I took more masking tape and just kind of went in diagonal lines, making a big sheet. And then I just simply peeled it back, and I had a big form, which you could see on the wall right there. And I laid that on my plywood, cut it out with a jigsaw, and then stapled on my carpet, and it was really easy to do. The other, I guess, addition I did on here was we have a little voltmeter right here to my battery, which sits behind my seat right there, and that goes straight to my trolling motor. So what we did was just teed off of that connection, and we installed this little display, so it gives me my volts, and then it's also just kind of got a fun little gas gauge right there type deal that just gives me a visual of where my battery's at. And then right here it comes pre-installed with yak power, and this thing is pretty awesome. It's got plugs that are already wired into the kayak that are hot, and basically you just have a battery in there, which my battery's right there, and that battery just plugs into this system, and it's got receivers for all the different outlets. So the only thing you need to do is order a few more of the male SAE plugs to connect to the yak power, and then we can connect all of that to it. And now that's what I did with the fish finder here. This is a Hook 7 triple shot with fish reveal. I haven't used it yet, but I heard it's really awesome and people seem to really like it, so I can't wait to try that out tomorrow. And I have that connected to my yak power on number 1, so channel 1 turns on my fish finder there. And then I just got this Northland tackle fish ruler. Instead of a bump board, just kind of more stuff on the kayak, and figured I can get a sticker and it'd just be permanent. And so I stuck it here and I just sealed it real good, and so this should last me a long time. And then on Amazon I found these LED lights that were really cheap and easy to install. I think for all 4 of them it was like $15 or something like that. And those are basically going to be used for when I'm out in the evenings or early mornings, low light conditions, and I don't want to cut out my own visibility. I could just have the red kind of shine down in the boat. There's lots of room for storage here. I got all kinds of boxes and tackle all throughout here. And also what I really like is it comes with this tray. The tray I think is actually supposed to go down below the seat there, but I like just having it right here because I could put my life jacket down in here and just have some extra storage. And then here is my quick kind of snatch and grab items. Big bag of plastics in here, some pliers, some extra line, more plastics. So this is just stuff that I can just reach down real quick. Also, there's also a light back there as well. So this boat is so big that, these seats, if I want to go out in an evening and I don't feel like, only a couple hours, I may ditch this seat here just like so. I just gotta disconnect that. And now you have all this extra deck space right here to stand on. And so that's over 7 feet. So if you wanted to get a little foldable chair or just something like that, you could even just sit on your butt in here, I guess, if you were just going out for a few hours and it's a cool evening and you were just going to stand. You could really use this just like a personal little bass deck, and this thing could just destroy. So it's got a lot of space. And then as we move back here, this is just my battery to my trolling motor. It's a Group 27, just a big deep marine battery. I think it's a 90 amp hour. And so that should, last me pretty much all day. Got these paddles. I saw they had some more expensive ones. They had a little groove cut out and a little different pattern. They're like $25 more. Not a big deal. It's a paddle, and I won't even be using these most of the time, but if you have a kayak, it's always good to have paddles on board. This I saw a lot of people use on different videos I saw regarding this kayak and kayak storage, but it's actually a 40-gallon dog food container, and it just unscrews off and you got all kinds of storage in there, and it's got a nice gasket in there, so it has an airtight, watertight seal, so it's pretty cool. And then I just got your basic rod holders. I drilled to the side and just took my Dremel and kind of milled out, kind of hacked it up, but it's all good. Kind of drilled out right here for my spinning reels, and again, we just have even more storage back here. This boat weighs 125 pounds completely empty, with nothing on it, and then with your batteries, trolling motor and things like that, you're probably pushing a little over 200 pounds, 225 pounds or so. So I think my process will be to store the battery, both batteries in my truck, and maybe the storage bin, and then once I get to the location, the ramp, I'll drop my kayak on the ground and then set my batteries in it. But instead of a trailer, I got this from Harbor Freight. It's only $50. It's just a cab extender made for lumber or things like that. It just pops right into your trailer hitch, and it's got some pipe insulator and some reflector decals, and bam. So that's going to help me a lot for stability. And I just happen to have this crash cart laying around. That's just the right height, so actually it rolls, and it goes right on to the bed of the truck back on here. So the only time I'll have to actually lift this beast is when I am getting out of the water and loading it back into the truck. I have some more USB outlets and switches and things coming in the mail. They just got delayed. They were supposed to be here today, but it's all good. So all in all, I am really impressed with this thing. I'm really excited to use it. Really happy with how it turned out. This sticker was like impossible to peel off clean, so if you decide to take that off, just beware. And yeah, if you guys have any questions, feel free to leave a comment and I'll get back to you. But I really like this deck here. It's solid, and it's just going to really increase the stability of it, and should be really successful. So let me know what you guys think. If you got any questions, like I said, let me know. Thank you. Peace.